What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big John and G from Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and my friends, I am back again. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully you did. At least liked it, maybe shared it. Anyway, thank you for coming back. I recently dropped a solo playthrough of a game by Gamelyn Games, and that game was Tiny Epic Galaxies. So I ran this, I did a video of it, I posted it up on YouTube, and I watched it because I was very impressed. I was very happy. I wasn't just happy because I won the game. I was happy with the way the whole game played through. But then I watched the video. And then I went through the book. Because I noticed a few things were off. There was a couple of things that was just, I was very excited. I had mixed up a die very in the beginning of the game. I think it was even the first roll. I mixed up a die from the diplomacy with the culture. That was just, you know, they're both round symbols. It was my very first time playing, so that's what happened. But let's see, here we go. All right, so did we get that right there? Yeah, there we go. All right, so first roll, I missed this, mixed. How do you mix? I mixed that up. Common mistake, you know, like I said, the first game in, but there was a few other things that I noticed. One silly thing also in the beginning of the game, I think it was even before the 2-minute mark was in, I refer to the Empire track as the culture track. That's this, there we go. That's this series of lines right here. Yeah, I call that the culture track. That's the Empire track. Again, first game, not that big of a deal. The two other big glaring mistakes I made, though. I wanted to make sure I told you guys the right thing here. When I was doing the acquiring resources roll, which is if you activate the energy or if you activate, there we go, the economy, those are the resources. What I was doing was so if I rolled two dice had this result on it, and I decided to activate both of them, I would put this up on the track. On the track, I would have my appropriate marker just go up the one for each die I activated, when that was not the way it was supposed to be done. You activate when you activate that die, what you're doing is you are collecting one for each ship you have that is either in orbit or landed on a planet that has either the energy or the, as I showed you, the economy. There we go. That's why during the game, I felt like I was struggling to maintain a level of even just a few points, enough to advance my culture. A few points on my Empire track. Cultures, I just did it again. To advance a little bit on the Empire track, I just never felt like I had enough energy. Now I know why. Because I should have had more energy. Yet I still won the game. And there was another glaring mistake that I made, and I ended up catching myself near the end of the video. Video runs about 41 minutes long. I ended up catching myself maybe the 35 minute mark, somewhere around there, I'm guessing. But what I was doing wrong was the how you advance the Rogue Galaxies ships, so that if you were on a planet, let me just show you real quick, so you know what I'm talking about. This is about colonization as opposed to landing on a planet. So this right here we go. Okay, this will work. Jack 110912. So So this planet here has the culture mark right there. So if I activated a culture die from the roll, then each die does not move it up 1 point. Each die is going to move it up 1 point for every ship in the Rogue Galaxies home. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. In the home galaxy right here, plus every ship that is either landed on or orbiting a planet. What? Wow. Wow. Now, taking that into consideration, how the heck could I have won that game? Oh, totally alter strategy, I'll tell you right now. You know, and also during the game, I could have remembered to spend, you can spend 1 energy and 1 culture if you want to negate a die roll. Well, not really negate, but make the Rogue Galaxy roll over, re-roll. And I didn't utilize that enough. Actually, I don't think I did that at all during the game. So that could have definitely helped me out. So those are the glaring mistakes I wanted to point out first. But this is a 20-sided shots first impression. That was my very, very first time of hitting the game with on the table, playing the game, rolling the dice, advancing on the mat. First time, I made mistakes. But wow. Holy. I really, really like this game. As a solo playthrough, I can't wait to throw this down for the 20-sided warriors. I want to get a whole team play on this. No, not team, because it's not cooperative. But I want to get a full table on this game. And now I'm really looking forward to Beyond the Black, the expansion. You can hire out captains and there's unique ships. There's exploration. What? So in my collection that I got so far going here, I have Tiny Epic Galaxies. I got Tiny Epic Kingdoms, Tiny Epic Western, Tiny Epic Quest. I did the Kickstarter for the Tiny Epic Defenders expansion. The level that got me the original box also, since I didn't have that. So I'm looking forward to that game, but I haven't played it. But out of the other games I've played, my first impression, which is what this video is, my first impression is, this is my favorite Tiny Epic game. At least solo. I really enjoyed the what I like to call luck management, because it's a game of luck. You're rolling 6-sided dice, you know, and you're using the results. And they have these cool little icons on them, you know, rocket ships going off and diplomacy, and looks nice. But it's just a game of luck, but not completely, because how you use those dice, and if you want to make re-rolls, and if you want to use other resources to do things, definitely takes it out of the realm of luck, which is why I call it more of a luck management style game, because that's what you're doing. You're being handed these possible activations, and whether you want to keep them or re-roll them, it's up to you, or whether how you want to place them, because sometimes you're definitely not going to want to maybe finish off a planet before you launch more ships. There's a lot of deep strategy in how you're going to do the game, how you're going to accumulate those points, which planets you're going to go for, because they're all worth different points, but they all have different abilities. If you watch the playthrough, then you saw that. And those different abilities you get to activate if you roll this one right here. Why take it out of the bag now, really? This one right here, which is your colony die, it gives you a chance to then activate the planet that you have successfully colonized, giving you additional abilities. So it isn't completely luck. It's how you manage the luck, what you do with the luck, and which is a lot of games. But it's nice to see that this is very malleable, the way you're able to challenge yourself in a solo game. Each of the different Rogue Galaxies, which are the backside of the player mats, each one of them has a different difficulty level, pardon me, because they score differently. Well, maybe not score differently, but as their empire grows and they go up empire levels, they have different ways to attack you, and it gets rough from the other cards that I've seen. This is a really fun game. If has that whole Yahtzee style of re-rolling, and I definitely think that this is a game that you should try to get to your table. If you don't want to get it to your table, then maybe at least going down to your gaming store or your gaming cafe and throwing this down and trying the game. I think you're gonna like it. Look at it; it has the inside of the cover is your dice tray. Whoa! Woo woo woo! That's kind of cool. I know they did the same thing with the Western game too. But before my voice goes any further and escapes me anymore, that's it. That's my 20-sided shot. I think this is a good game. I think this is a fast game. My very first game, trying to get through the rules while I was playing the game, still only took me 40 minutes. I played it wrong, albeit, but it still took me 40 minutes to full win. Since I know I did it wrong, I'll call it a full win. I'm big enough to do that. I want to get a real win, though. I want to get a real win on this game. And that is my next goal. But anyway, this is a great game. Might even be a good gateway game. Yeah, I think it is. Because of the whole Yahtzee style, Yahtzee-like re-rolling ability. And it's so simple. It's simple. It's fast. It doesn't take a lot of room on the table. Just takes a couple of minutes to teach. Rolling the dice. That's where the length of the game comes in. Because that's where, almost like chess, you want to plan out your moves. You want to look at the dice, see what you're able to do. If you're not able to accomplish enough, you want to be able to see where that's going to leave you for your next turn. And hopefully somebody didn't do anything to ruin your plans. That's where I think the time engagement in this comes in. But otherwise, fast game to play, fast game to learn, fun. And if you want a really tense game, do like I did and play it wrong. And every time you roll an energy or a culture, just advance it one. Especially in a solo game. I can't tell you how hard that was. It was almost nail biting for me. It was so tense trying to figure out, how am I going to get more culture? How am I going to get more energy? I need to do things. I need to advance my empire. That was it. That was tough. Anyway, so I'm your buddy, Big Johnny G. Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. This was our first impression 20-sided shot of Gamelyn Games' Tiny Epic Galaxies. I am out of here.